everyone, it's Hatsy and I'm back with a house build in The Sims 4, and today we are creating a small, cute, little, pretty home for the new release of Pets, which isn't so new anymore. It's like a week old, but I just have really enjoyed building, and I wanted to do like a cute little house. I didn't know what I wanted to build today, but I did want to do a build because I was just in that mood, and I haven't really had that mood for a while, to be honest. Like I've usually just like forced myself to do builds, but I was gonna do some gameplay instead, but then I decided no, I'm just gonna do build. So I want to do like a 30 by 20 house, so it's not like even that big, but you could probably fit like 3 or 4 Sims in, because I think there's like 3 or 4 bedrooms by the end, I think. But these Sims that I actually made it for, I made in the last video that I did, which was a create a sim and a speed edit. So I'm doing this series where dogs, or like pets in general, look like their owners, so it can be cats as well, because I'm obsessed with that. So I wanted to make them a house, so it's their house, but it wasn't really what I imagined, to be honest. Like I didn't imagine it to turn out like this. It just did, it just happened. But I was on Pinterest and I found a house that I really liked, and I feel like this house, like building it, it turned out very similar to a house that I did a while ago that I just didn't share because I didn't think it was good enough. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm quite happy with it, but I'm not that happy with it. It's not like a dream home or anything like that, but I will make a dream house at some point. But I'm going to be building a lot this week because I've got a special build coming up on Sunday, and then that's it. Wow, like 3 builds this week. No, because of the vets as well, because I've got a vet surgery. So there's a lot, but I am feeling really creative at the moment. I'm feeling really inspired, so I just want to share stuff. But there will be gameplay coming up, but I don't know whether to gameplay this house or gameplay the vet surgery. Let me know in the comments, because whatever it is, like I'll just go and make that next. Like whatever you want. Just let me know and I'll go and do that next. So this house, I've never really seen a home like this before, to be honest, because I don't even know where you'd find one of these. I'm guessing in like a kind of beachy upper class area in America, probably, I'm guessing. There's nothing really like this, to be honest, in the UK from like what I've seen. I mean, I went to Abersock a while ago with my best friend, and houses were nice there, but they weren't that nice, you know? Well, I don't want to say that because that's like, it's not very nice if you live in Abersock. The houses were beautiful, but they just weren't Cape Cod. Is that the word? Yeah. So that's it. But I really like the town that we're building in, because the towns are huge. I like the fact that you don't have to wait around and you don't have to go to like a loading screen just to walk across the road to a park. It's a good thing. And I'm excited. Like I'm excited for the future of The Sims. Like I didn't really plan what I was going to talk about for this video, and it's probably not the future of The Sims, to be fair. Yeah, not that. But I do have like some ideas of what's coming up next. I reckon seasons is the next thing. That's just me. The reason why is because you can change the colour of a lot of the trees to like autumny colours and things like that. And I think that that may be a hint. So who knows? It looks autumny, right though, doesn't it? It looks like autumn. If you look at the world, it does look a little bit autumny. It would make sense. I actually really didn't like autumn until this month, and it's changed and it's become like my favourite season. But now it's getting really cold in the UK, so like I can't even walk anywhere anymore. It's too cold. I swear, like my legs freeze. It gets too cold. And I've started just like driving everywhere now, which is bad, but I can't wait till it gets hotter, because I can't stand this weather. It's so bad. And like I feel like it's a big deal if I need to go out to shops just because it's so cold, and I'm aware that my car's gonna ice up and stuff. Oh, really strange. So down my road, this happened recently. Like I was genuinely unsure of like where this video audio would go, to be honest, today, because I wasn't sure. But let me know in the comments like what you think about this, because this is something that happened, I'm gonna say a couple of weeks ago, that I haven't spoken about yet, I don't think, but it's something that was just a bit like, okay, that's happening now. So I live on a new build estate, and it's like really clean. We pay as well to like have it upkept as well. Like they have people coming around to do like the grass, They have people coming around to replant flowers. Very nice in terms of like being kept nicely. You won't find rubbish around the area. But in fact, there was a bit of rubbish one time and it was disgusting. So what happened was like, I woke up one day and there was a pair of underwear outside just like left there, and I was shocked. And nobody moved it for 2 weeks. I wasn't gonna move it, I'm sorry. But like, I paid for it, like, I'm not gonna go and move it. No, I'm just gonna complain about it. But they did move it eventually. But yeah, that's a very rare thing. Like, it's rare enough for me to draw attention to it, if that makes sense. So, anyway, original point. This is what happened. So, it's like a bit of a rural area, but it's not so rural, if that makes sense. Like, we're by sort of fields and things, but you wouldn't be expecting like farm animals to just like pop up out of nowhere and stuff. So, about 2 weeks ago, I think I was recording actually, and I heard this trotting noise. So I looked out my window and somebody is on horseback down my road, on horseback. Now tell me why there is somebody on a horseback going down my road. Now the thing is though, like, I wouldn't even have minded, but there was some terribly unpleasant things left behind. Now I like horses, I do, but I don't get it, because there is literally like a £2,000 fine if you don't pick up stuff after your dogs. However, a horse's, mess, like, they can just leave it all over the road and like nobody said anything. Like, why? I don't get it. Because the thing is though, this is like a residential road. Like, these are just houses down here. There's nothing for the horse to even do down here. There's no reason why they would have brought the horse down there. This is like a normal family house road. Like, why would you bring a horse down there? It makes no sense to me. But yeah, the road was a state. Like, they had to call people in just to like get this cleared. I swear to you, there must have been like more than one horse that was coming past. Yeah, it was chaos. But let me know, what's your opinion about that? Because like, if I'm honest, I mean, my opinion is I like horses, but I think that if you're gonna bring a horse down a residential area, like literally a road with houses there, and there's nothing there for the horse, I think if there is a mess, like, you should stop and you should like, bring your shovel. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But I think, do you know what? I don't think this is even offensive. Like, I'm gonna ask my best friend in a bit. I'm gonna text her and see what she thinks, because she doesn't own herself, but like her family owns a horse hotel, but there's a name for it. Livery, that's it. So it's like where the horses live, and then people pay for like rent basically, and that's it. Like, she owns one of those and she has a horse herself. I don't think she'd get offended at that. I'm gonna text her and ask her. No, I think I'm right. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna stand my ground on this one. So yeah, that's it. It's not even recent news, and it's not even big news. The thing is though, there has been some crazy stuff that's happened this week, but I've gone over it already. Like, drama's old now, But I have probably got like updates to come within, the next couple of days or something. Like, I will keep you updated with the stuff. But I did a really long podcast the other day, and it just like wore me out of stories. But I love that though. I love that because it gives me a chance to like discuss it with my friends, and I think it's just great. It's like so therapeutic though to talk this stuff out with friends, because I find, talking about stuff openly on videos as well, it's so good. Like, it's so nice to do that. It's actually really weird to watch back my old videos, because then I got to watch back like old weird stuff that happened, if that makes sense. Like, I was watching one the other day about the whole scenario when I got a knock at the door, and it was somebody that was trying to sell me some products from this like food company. So I watched a little bit of that back the other day, and it was just like, that was weird. Like, that was a blast from the past. I mean, thinking about it, that happened ages ago. But yeah, really weird stuff. I haven't had any knocks on the door, which is unreasonable recently. I actually have people stop knocking on my door, so I don't know what happened. Maybe they all watch my YouTube videos and they're just like, yeah, no, we're not gonna mess with her anymore. Because she'll just talk about us. She'll just gossip. But I did see Terry the other day, and that was another blast from the past. Terry was basically somebody that was quite irritating when I first moved in because they wouldn't tell me anything, and like they were supposed to. Well, long story short, a lot of stuff happened. Like, we go back a long way. But I saw Terry and I smiled, nothing, like absolutely nothing, just like blanked. You know, not everyone's gonna be nice and happy. So anyway, back to the build. This was when I was doing the lounge area. So I'd gone into the house and I decorated all the walls, painted them all white, because it kind of gives me a, what do you call it? A canvas, like a blank canvas, yeah. And then all the floors were that lovely wood colour. I love it. Like, I love it so much because it's like modern, but messy and detailed. It's great, really good. I actually really wish that I had wooden floorings in my house, but I'll tell you what happened, because I don't think I've ever mentioned this before. So we were going to buy the house down the road, not like the house that I'm in right now, because the house down the road was a lot cheaper than my house at the moment. If we'd have gone for this house, like that I'm in at the moment, it would have been like a real stretch at the time. But what happened was the person that was like dealing with selling us the other house, because we were going to get that one, sold it to somebody else, or like somebody else put in an offer and they accepted and stuff. So they were like, no, you can't have this one, but we've got another one going and we can offer you that one, but we can give it you at a little bit of a discounted price. We were like, yeah, sure. But then they regretted it. And this may have even been to do with Terry, like I can't even remember. But we had like phone call after phone call of them trying to get us out of buying this house because it was nearly accepted, but 4 or 5 people wanted to look around it and put in a higher offer, but they couldn't let them because they'd already promised it to us and we'd already signed something to say that we were going to go ahead. So it was crazy, but we are so glad that we didn't go for that house down the road because there are 6 kids that live next door. 6 kids. Now there's nothing wrong with that, and I love kids, like I really do. But when they're playing like football outside, like cheering and laughing, and I love that as well, brilliant, like having fun. During summer holidays and stuff, when I'm trying to do recording, I can hear them from my house now. Like, bear in mind, if I lived next door, it would be like, hi everyone, and then just like a load of background noise. It would be mad. So no, I'm glad. Like, that's one of the reasons, but I'm also glad because the house that I've got now is much bigger, gives me like a lot of extra room. And I don't think that I'd have been happy that, if I'm honest. Like, I think that I'd have probably like wanted to move out after a year or two, because I think we'd have outgrown it. Because the house was perfect for like 2 or 3 people. Not that you'd, well, why would you even have, oh yeah, I suppose like if you had a family, then you'd have like a baby. Okay, fine. But then if you grow out of that, then that's, you know, it's not gonna last you very long. But the house I'm in now, like, we could easily live here for the next 5, 10 years even. Well, 5 years. 5 years, I think. 10 years, I want to be in a barn conversion. Like, that's my life goal. But let me know, like, what kind of house do you aim to have? Or, like, are you in your dream house at the moment? Like, are you trying to get to the point where you have a dream house? Stuff like that. And let me know what you would have. Like, would you have, like, I don't know, a massive country house if you could? Would you have like a small apartment somewhere? Because like everybody, you know, likes a different style. My personal style is like a English barn conversion, I think. Like, that's the kind of dream home I'd want. So anyway, onto the kitchen. This was a really strange room and you'll see me change this a lot. I wasn't happy with where it was going. It wasn't really going anywhere at one point, and I was starting to stress myself out because I knew it wasn't going anywhere. I was thinking, okay, I need to get this solved. But I changed all the upper cabinets like several times because, oh, it's a nightmare. We don't have any pure white ones, and also from the top they look really dark. I don't like it, I'm sorry. But I feel like we need some new counters in the Sims 4. It's actually a shame because we had the Cool Kitchen stuff pack a while ago, which wasn't so cool. I'm sorry, but it wasn't. And they had the chance to like put in some really cool stuff for that, which could have been cool kitchen cabinets, but no. Apparently the cool was for ice cream though. So it wasn't necessarily cool kitchen stuff. It was like ice cream as in cool stuff. Yeah. I know. I'm thinking the same as you, I promise. So anyway, onto the displays that I was doing on the walls. Now, this is a really weird thing because I'm still getting used to downsizing items. I am loving it so much. But there are some things that you can't downsize without it looking really weird. It's a shame actually, because the Sims 4 cats and dogs, they have like these really nice boxes. And I know this is gonna sound so petty. It is very petty, I'm sorry, I am a very petty person. Well, these boxes, they're like wooden and amazing, and they'd look really good for decorations in houses. But they're way too big. So I keep trying to downsize them, and every time I do, they just turn black. Like with a horrible shadow around them, and it just doesn't look good. So I can't use them. It makes me sad because it's just like, well, I keep looking at it, I keep thinking this is gonna work this time, and it doesn't. And then I just disappoint myself. Yeah, that happens. There's a lot of chairs in here as well. I mean, there's excessive amounts of chairs for a family of 2, when one's a dog as well. So really it's like a family of 1.5, 1.25 probably, maybe even like 1.125, because it's a Yorkshire Terrier. I don't know. But I'm trying to think of the next dog breed, create a sim, speed edit I'm gonna do. So I'm considering doing Dalmatian. That would be so good. I'd really want to do like a create a sim of Cruella de Vil though. I want to do that separately. Like I want to do that away from the series though, and do like a speed edit as well. So yeah, like if you don't know what a speed edit is, it's basically where I go into like Photoshop and I'll do some adjustments to it, which is usually quite a lot. But hey, that's good. I haven't heard anything on the merch front, by the way. I'm sorry. Like I'm trying to still get that sorted, but at the same time, like I'm trying to do daily stuff. I've got a machinima coming up as well, which is stressing me out because I've got to pick the right songs for it. And I feel like I've used all the songs on the website that I use, because I use this website and that's where I get all my songs from. But I feel like I've used like all the good ones. So every good song that comes on, I think, oh, this is good. And then I think, oh no, I've used it. Yeah, it's got to that point. It's annoying. But I'll be excited to share another machinima because it's been a while. It's been like a month, I think. No way has it been a month. No, I don't know. So onto the upstairs. I actually changed this round. I didn't really know what my vision was, but I decided that because we didn't really have anywhere for a TV, I love TV. Well, I don't even watch it, but I like the fact that like houses have TVs in just in case. But I don't really watch it myself. I watch YouTube and then I watch some Netflix. And then it's a shame actually, because what will happen is I only stick to the series that I know that I love, if that makes sense. So like if there's something coming on, I'll know to watch it. And that's it. But like how am I ever gonna find new stuff if I don't try anything? But I have to say, English TV is just the worst in my opinion. I mean, there's some bad US programs, I have to say. A favourite bad program at the moment is 90 Day Fiancé. That's a classic. I like to sit down at my computer, like whilst I'm building, and I'll watch it and I'll be like, this is the best thing and the worst thing I've ever watched. It's great. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. It's mad. Just like mixed emotions generally. There's other stuff like that as well. Another one is extreme couponing. I like that. And they're like American shows really. But in terms of, oh, that's a good one actually. There was this American show that I watched a while ago, sticking to this. And this man, he was so obsessed with like saving his money that he saved £1 million. He didn't have the job for that. So that was him literally like scrimping all his money and just not telling anybody. I don't even think his wife knew. But then he would take her for one meal like a year, and they went to this buffet and he wouldn't even let her choose what she wanted to eat. It was so uncomfortable. I think she ended up trying to walk out in the end. It was terrible. But yeah, so that's American TV. English TV. Oh, there's this one at the moment. I don't really like it though. It just, again, you know, I'm watching for the sake of watching it. It's one where like people get tattoos, but then their partners decide them for them. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like it's the worst trash I've ever watched in my life, but I can't stop watching it, you know? It's terrible, but I love recommendations. So if you want to recommend anything to me, then let me know, because I love that, you know? It keeps me going like whilst I'm doing these builds and stuff like that, so that's good. So finishing off the upstairs, that was a TV room. So maybe they just like sit down and watch like a load of weird TV. Kind of like me, but also not like me. I don't know. I like to watch a lot of YouTube stuff. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube channels. That's it. People tease me because I watch ant channels, which I don't see anything wrong with, okay? But anyway, that is the end of the build. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see your future ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.